Hello guys and welcome back to another video with me Slivers FX. Today we're gonna be doing the Scout Guild Profession, which came out on December 17. There's quite a few new skills that you need to learn when joining this guild, including advanced sneaking and invisibility, and then you have also powders. So we're gonna cover that in this video, and let's get started. This is chapter 2, but it doesn't matter because you can learn most of these skills in chapter 1 if you have enough learning points, money, and dexterity. Okay? So if you
Hey,
talk to Alan, you can learn scout
teach me spec.
skills, which is masterful sneaking, gonna put that on, and disappearance. Then you have sudden strike, which is backstabbing, and you have evasion, level 1, level 2, and I think you get level 3 in Act 3. I'm not sure. That's what I've read only. So how does this sneaking work? If you go, for example, I'm just gonna go to the south gate, right? I'm gonna back off a little bit. Okay, as soon as you're out of range for anybody to see you, you can press X and the invisibility is going to kick in. It says on top, middle top right, right? And when you get close to these guards, they're not gonna say anything because you're invisible, right? They usually say, "What are you doing, sneaking about like that?" As soon as you get out of the sneaking ability, it will have a 30-second cooldown, disappearance cooldown. You cannot reuse your invisibility sneaking. You can just use your normal sneaking, and until that disappearance is gone, well, you can just put everything on times 3 and it will go down by 3 seconds instead of 1 by 1. Okay, that's one. Then we have the sudden strike. The sudden strike is basically a backstabbing that used to be in the game with AB, and I think later on with New Balance before Scouts Guild came out. Now only the scouts have this ability. When you go behind an enemy, it does 10 times the damage. I think 5 or 10. I'll have to read on that. But basically, it only works if you're sneaking. It goes well with invisibility, obviously. And then you just hit them from behind. Simple as that. I'm not going to demonstrate this in town because that would be a little silly. But that's how it works. As for evading attacks, it's in your stats. If you're ever wondering where to look that up, you just press B. You go into the fourth panel, which is protection, and under slashing, crushing, piercing, fire, and magic, you have evasion in percent. So we have currently 15% of evasion possibility. That is quite a lot, even though I think it can get higher with certain armors and certain equipment that you might have. Alright, and now for the powders. We're back in the fingers lair. We're gonna talk to Alan again.
Hey,
And we're gonna go to study of chemical
teach me how to
powders.
make.
We're gonna go first for basic powder creation skill, which takes 5 learning points and 500 gold. And then you need to pick up a skill. So either you create a firewall, which is basically a powder, a grenade you can throw, and it creates this wall of fire. It's not a wall of fire, more like a puddle of fire. So we're gonna do that first because with each advancement of the powder you get more damage, more of everything, more ability to improve your skills. We're gonna go for increased range of powders, just gives you more range, more action time, which means it takes less time for you to throw it. Increased throwing range, it's self-explanatory, and throwing speed, same. And I'm not gonna go for advanced powder creation skill just yet, so we're gonna go here with the alchemical table, and we're gonna go under special. And here we have the firewall powder. Now for this, you do need wood harvesting. Where do you get wood harvesting? Let me show you. The easiest way to get it is going to the southern gate of Corinus and just going where Torben works. Then go to this log and create it. You can create as many as you want. It's no limit. You can create 1,000, you can create 2,000, you can create 1,000,000 if you want. It's just gonna take forever. Anyway, we're gonna go back to the fingers layer now. And we're gonna create a powder, which is going to be a firewall. I have everything else. You need a chemical vessel, sulfur, alcohol, which is kind of funny, fire nettle, and a fire grass. Now, if you really are going into this, then be aware that you're not supposed to be a mage, right? This is for melee, scouts, whatever. No mana, nothing. This is instead of that, of those skills, like fireball, whatever. Let's just create two. Let's create 5 for now, just for demonstration. Actually, create 5 each time you make it. Okay. And then, what you have to do is you have to put them in your hotbar set. Let me see where they are. They should be under weapons, no? They're not under weapons. That's so bizarre. I can't see them. Ah, here they are. Under all the books, you will see firewall protection. So, what you do is, you press any of the numbers between 1 and 8, or shift 1 and 8, I think. That's how it works for all the ones from 11 to 21. I'm going to put it under 3. Okay? So now that it's under 3, you press F3. First you press G. You have this targeting thing. You have to press G before you do that, okay? Then you press F3. And that's where it's gonna land. Automatically. You don't draw your weapon or anything. It just does it on its own. So, F3. Let's see how far I can throw it. Let's actually test it outside of here. On a plain field. Let's go to the southern gate again. And let's see how far you can throw this thing. So it says you can throw it about there-ish, right? That's not too bad. That's not too bad. So it creates this puddle of fire, and it will burn enemies, obviously. It's a lot of damage. It's not just whatever. It's like you're walking through fire, and you know how fast fire can kill you. Alright, let's remove that. Hey, we're gonna see what else we can learn from him. Advanced powder creation. Now, you have a smoke screen and you have a poisonous decay. Self-explanatory again. Once you create a smoke screen, it's gonna be a smoke screen. It's gonna be harder for people to see you. Some might even get confused. They will stop attacking. As for poisonous, well, it's poison damage. If you know more about poisoning, which you can learn from Constantino later on, then you will also do more poison damage. Apart from that, you get increased range of powders, level 2, level 3. Action time again, learning points. Then you have powder damage, which can get up to 30% more, which is a lot. 30%, let's say it's from 200 it goes to 260, right? From 300 it goes to 390. Increased the base damage of powders by 30. Again, a lot. So it goes from 130 to 130 plus the 30%. Then we have increasing range, increased periodic damage, level 1, and master powder creation skills. That's the next level. Whew. What do we get with the master powder creation skill? This is the question. These two are just another type of powders. If we go to master powder creation skills, then we get a blast wave. If you're thinking what I'm thinking, it's basically like a rune. It works almost the same way, and we're gonna try and learn. Let's see if we have enough learning points. And devour the unholy. It's like the kill the undead rune or scroll. It works basically the same way. And we're gonna go with throw range. Let me see if I even have enough learning points to use all that. Otherwise, I'll just have to reset and redo it. I'm sorry, guys. It's fine. But I just want to create one of these. You also get intelligence. because you're using the alchemical bench, so you don't have to always just use and create it for potions. You can do it for other stuff. Okay, let's see where that thing is located now. So blast wave powder, we're gonna put it under number 4, and let's see what this thing does. I'm gonna go with G again, and this is probably gonna be insane. So the throwing range is actually a bit longer than before. Okay, so it's an explosion that it does. Aha. If I would push it here, I wonder if it's friendly fire, if I can kill myself. Let me see. No, it's not friendly fire. What about the fire burning thing? Also not. So you can basically stand in it. It doesn't have any friendly fire. I'm not sure if it works on other NPCs, friendly NPCs, but it definitely works on foes and opponents, obviously. Alright. I think that's about it. There's probably more stuff you can learn on later on when you're in chapter 3 and 4, but I think this about covers it. If you guys have any questions or you have any comments that will upgrade my information on this or explanation on this, then please do write it in the comments down below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like it more, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video of Gothic 2 New Balance.